Welcome to Peaceful Streaming. So I thought since I'm doing a lunch stream that I would, excuse me, by the way, you may hear clicking because I have to basically mainline throat lozenges most of the time. Sorry about that. So I thought I'd work on the office suite since I'm doing my lunch stream. I'm escaping from being absolutely piled on with work. So I really definitely need a break. Um, so I think I'm going to do I'm going to do some of the walls in the hall, and because that's kind of tedious, I will probably at some point then switch over. Actually, I definitely will at some point switch over to doing one of the rooms because, like I said, tedious. Now, what's really strange is so this is the hall, room 66 meters. It's looking like it wants me to be buying some stuff that's not too surprising for a hall. Armchair, coffee table, lamp, obviously. But then it's looking almost like it wants me to buy kitchen stuff. So that's a bit puzzling. So I guess I'll find out. Let's see what it... Yeah, so... And one of the big things, too. So I am a little confused because, first of all, that doesn't look like a kitchen area. But secondly, we have a break room down here that has all that stuff. So this is only one floor in an office building. It seems a little small to need two kitchens. So I don't know. Strange. So I'm just going to keep going and see what happens. Sometimes you need to do certain things to make other things make sense in this DLC. Probably the game too. Did I miss like closing off an area or something? I don't see anywhere where I'm supposed to be building a wall. So, so it's confusing. Not a huge fan of confusing, but I guess we'll figure it out. I'm going through those tiles pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't think of any reason why this would... I mean, you could close this off, this area. I mean, there is a conference room right next door, and okay, I can see why they might want a small, food or drink prep area. But, and I mean, in fact, in real life, we had a retreat a couple of weeks ago in a conference room, and there was a little kitchen off to the side that you could access. But I don't really, I mean, I kind of assume they would have closed the area off. Is it? No, this just goes down all the way. Now that has the lintel, which it's supposed to. So, I don't know. Maybe this room is interfering with it. But when you go into this room, you see what you're supposed to see. I assume at some point they're going to have me put a door in here, right? Blinds, panels. Yeah, so sliding door. So, but one sliding door. Okay, we've got two big holes here. And for all I know, I actually put this sliding door in. So, again, some of the stuff is a tad confusing. But we'll just keep working and see what happens. I think I'm going to also, at least before I finish this job, spiff up the conference room a little, because up until a few days ago, I was just following the instructions of the jobs very strictly, and I wasn't adding anything. And I started noticing that they really, the jobs were really, what's the word I'm looking for? Minimalistic. So I started just adding stuff in, as long as the client had the budget for it, which most of them do. So maybe the extra budget is in there, not just in case you screw up, which I have done a few times, more than a few times, but also in case you want to add extra stuff. So okay, so as I said, as much as I love completing something, I'm not going to spend the whole stream, since I have people yammering at me to do stuff for them at work in real time. I'm going to probably only do maybe half the hall tops, and then this is the wall stuff, right? Yeah. And then I'll finish off one of the rooms, at least one. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of these. Of course, I just made it harder for me to walk down the hall, but that's the way it goes. But I do like making the hall look better than that burned out. This apparently, I guess the storyline is, there were a few small businesses on this office building floor, and there was a fire, and so this company, whose name is forgettable and I have therefore forgotten, decided to rent out the whole floor. So so I created last time what I call the Sweatshop, because all these 6 people are just crammed into that one room. Now I work on a campus with university campus with really old buildings. So sometimes there is much less room than you would like, because, old buildings. And but I can't imagine them putting 6 people like that without any real dividers or any kind of privacy. I mean, it's just like, once in a while you want to sit there with your chin in your hands and just zone out, right? Or you remember it's your niece's birthday and you have to order something from Amazon like right away, and you just wouldn't want someone looking over your shoulder, even though it'll only take you 2 minutes. So okay, so I'm gonna stop there. So I just thought that was like horrible. That's why I call it the Sweatshop. So you've got this huge conference room, and then actually you've got a pretty big break room. And a pretty luxurious one. Although, I mean, I added some of the stuff, but it still had some nice stuff. So, But of course, only 4 people can sit there. So that's why I added these and a little table in between. So if people want to eat their lunch and not be completely squeezed in, then they can. And this is the executive room, which like definitely needs some things added. It's really spare. Whoops, I just closed myself in. That was brilliant. So this is, I have to admit, I'm very curious about this room. I'm a little concerned because it looks like it may be the same kind of thing. 8 desks, 8 chairs. It looks like there's a little more room, so they're not being completely horrible. But so I think I'll work on this room. I do need a light. I get the feeling it's going to get dark in here. I started not selling the lights until I was ready to put in the new ones, because I'm gonna have to clean that, aren't I? Because then I'd end up in a situation like this where I have no light. And okay, so I can put wall lamps on. Cool. I was afraid they were just gonna leave it to me and that bubble wouldn't show up till I had done the walls and the floor. But I can at least start with an armchair. So it's not really an armchair. It's an office chair that doesn't suck, basically. But armchair makes it sound like, it's gonna go in the living room or something. So I mean, I do like in the sweatshop room, I do like that they put those, you got the choice of putting water features, whatever those are called. Or you could also put in the green wall stuff. And the green wall stuff took up too much room. I added a couple of them and just as decoration, but there was no way you could put them in between the desks. It wasn't feasible. So that's why I used the water things. The green walls would have been added, obviously, some more privacy, but then no one actually would have been able to leave their desk because they wouldn't have been able to get past the green wall things. So okay, so I'm going to clean. That was the only window I think that needed it. Yeah, I missed it last time, I guess. I mean, honestly, that room just reminds me of like sitting in an airplane, you know? It was really hard to even fit all those in anything that made sense and that didn't cause a problem with their desk blocking the door. So, you've put too many people in a room when that's the case. When they're actually extremely small desks, because I had to go with the small ones, are going to block the looks stormy. Are going to block the door. So, what are all these? So more of these, which is fine. I like those. But that's a little much, but it could be interesting, especially with the water feature thing. I'm not going to do the whole. Let me see how it looks. I don't like doing any of these patterns generally 100% from floor to ceiling because it's just too overwhelming. The only one I did is that one in the hall because that's very, like, the pattern is fairly unobtrusive and the color is also fairly unobtrusive. So did that only come in cream? Oh, I forget. I have to go back to this. I don't know which one goes better. I like the cream. It's warmer. I think that's interesting. I don't see that very often, so I think I'm gonna do that. We need a lot. Of course, one side is almost all windows, so that does help. And supposedly I'm putting doors in, I guess. I don't know. Very strange. So. I mean, unless they're just leaving those as walkthroughs instead of having doors. Now, in private houses, I do not... Oh, did I pick the wrong one? I swear I chose... I swear I chose the one with the... Nope, I didn't. Okay. I was spacing out. I could do one wall. Nah. I'm gonna keep it uniform. This room's gonna be crammed, I think. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to residential stuff, residential houses, I forget what I was saying. Oh, pass-throughs. I don't really love all the doors that the game puts in because you really don't need a door between the front hall and the living room or the kitchen and the dining room. You know, I mean, in fact, it's easier not to have those in many cases. So to me, it's a little strange because you can just put doorways, and they do. I mean, doorways do exist. So what? I didn't finish joining that. Okay, so I'll have to finish that obviously at some point. Okay. Let's see. I've got half an hour. I just finished, like yesterday, we had the going away or farewell or celebration or whatever party for my former boss, who's my former boss as of last Friday. And I thought that I would then be able to catch up on a lot of stuff. And no, I'm not able to. I'm getting all these new requests. So I was like, yeah, I need to catch up on my work, y'all. The stuff I already had. So, but that's the way things go. That was part of the problem. I'm not going to go into the whole long story, but my thyroid gets inflamed when my throat is sore too long, and I get hyperthyroidism, which means that I, at some point, start having trouble breathing because my heart's beating too fast for me to get pull enough oxygen in. Period. And so it gets to kind of like a pseudo anxiety attack situation. And so since I tend to be someone who can get anxious even without the whole thyroid thing, then because I've been through this in the past couple of years, I don't want to have that on top of the, like pseudo anxiety attack that can be caused by my inflamed thyroid. So that's why I'm like constantly sucking down the lozenges. So, and as I said, I apologize if you hear clicking, but I go through a lot of these every day. So, and for some reason my throat is particularly sore the last few weeks. So I don't know if it's something in the air because most of this is due to allergies, the sore throat. So fall is not a great season. So, so I already, have that feeling like I can't get enough oxygen because I actually can't get enough oxygen. And my heart is beating really quickly. So it's so unpleasant that I have literally boxes of chloroseptic lozenges all over the house so that whenever I remember I need to use one, then one's there. So, but if I start to hyperfocus, if I'm working or gaming or something, I hyperfocus, I can forget to make sure I have enough during the day, and then at night my heart is beating really fast and it's hard to sleep and blah 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 blah. So I think my doctor said I've never seen this happen to anyone. I was like, yeah, I hear that a lot. I actually have oh crud. I have a very high number of medical issues. I kind of joke and say that I'm like the most medically defective person that most people have met. So, I can't complain, but it does get funny sometimes when I see a new doctor and I'm like, okay, how much time do you have? When they ask, so do you have any particular, what are the conditions you have? I'm like, how much time do you have? I did make a list so that you could just look it over later at your leisure. Because I don't think we'll actually be able to have an office visit and have me go through all of this stuff. So a lot of it actually is caused by the fact that I have to take medicine for my MS that compromises my immune system. So a lot of things come from that, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's better than being in a wheelchair, which would definitely be a strong possibility if the medicine hadn't been around already when I was diagnosed with MS. So I'm not complaining. So I guess. Oh, I ran out. Shoot. I think I missed a tile over here. Actually, I know I did. I don't know why I said I think I did. A couple. I'm surprised it actually didn't have the floor one up. Maybe it did. So, okay. Ceiling lamp. I think I'll put those in. They're being skimpy with them again. And so I'll put in more than it calls for. Probably have to adjust them because they always seem to be crooked or not lined up evenly. Yeah, these are too far in. It's better. How about the other side? A little too far in, yeah. Oh, I already did more than it wanted me to, so I've got to, yeah. I think that's, okay, so now it's too far over. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, although these are very close together. And this is really far away, so I don't know if I missed one on this side and not on that side. No, I started the one on that side. I actually essentially missed one on the other side. But that and that. I'm not going to go crazy with this because I really could stay here for like at least 20 minutes fixing that, and I'm not going to do it on stream because that's irritating. It looks like I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, I'm going to have to arrange those. But it's boring to watch, so. Okay, this weird lamp. How many do they want to put up? Probably like 2, right? 5. Wow. Oh, amazing. Probably need to use one of those walls for something, I get the feeling. Okay, so that'll do for now. Okay, so 8 armchairs. You need a projector. Really? It's like a training room? Okay, so I'm going to put those up. The projector and the screen. These are pretty big if I remember. Yeah. Do we even need one that big? How big is the small? Yeah, that's doable. Oh, yeah, it's been 26 minutes. It's doing its in between every 25 to 30 minutes. It will hang for like 20 to 30 seconds. I have no idea why. Oh, and then actually it has been shorter off and on. And where is my light switch? That's not the light switch, is it? It looks like it is. No, that is the, okay, so that is the outlet. Sounds like someone's at the door. So do we not, excuse me, do we not actually have a light switch? That's an outlet, right? So I have to buy a light switch or 2. That's weird. I did not. I think that's the first time. I mean, I've taken down walls before, but, It's with lights. Why am I not seeing? That's weird. Okay, so I had to do that. Light switches. Dark color. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. Seems to be worse than usual. Okay, there. And I'll put one over here. And one here. Okay, that's definitely nice and bright. So now we put the, wow, that is bright. Now we put the tables and chairs in. Those are easy. Well, let's put the projector in. Is that facing the right way? Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll go with black. I think they look, oh, that's not black. That's weird. I think I did that before and I was like, what? Dark blue, black. Okay. Yeah, of course. Now I feel like I have to go back and fix the other ones. I forgot about that. So this room actually does give them more room. But, George? Sorry, hang on. Sorry for not muting when I yelled out for my husband. Our landlord and his son are here looking at some stuff in the backyard. I have no idea what. They're in the back, at least last time I saw. Let's see. This room, well, they seem to have more room in here, which at least that's something. So maybe these people won't be as miserable as the people in the other room. I seem to have... Actually, they've got a decent amount of room. They still don't have a lot of privacy. I might be able to put the green walls up. Let's see. Desks. So they had, do you want it up or do you want it down? Because it's a standing desk. The problem is that, okay, just to show you, here's the up one. I personally do not know anyone who would be able to use a table that high. And my son is 6'3", my husband's 6'2". They wouldn't be able to use it at that height. So it's a little strange. But so we're gonna go with normal people size. I feel like these are crooked. Are they? Maybe a tiny bit, yeah. It keeps, this is so irritating the way it does this, where then we'll just like try to match up with the chair, but it really doesn't work. Can you imagine if this were a real office, the fights that people would have trying to get the window working areas? This definitely needs some lining up, but again, that's not something I'm going to do on stream. Now, actually, could I move their desks a little to the left? I think I could. So I will do that at some point. Stop. Man, that's obnoxious. These are huge. That is one of the problems. And the other thing is this, one side looks great, the other side doesn't. So okay, stop the wiggling. It's really making me nauseous. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did they mean more than that? And they just didn't put them. Room divider. Where? Oh, these are the room dividers. The office space should be something between cubicles and open space. You can use glass panels or vertical gardens as the divider. Modern and eco-friendly. How about one of these types of dividers instead? Okay, those are a piece of cake. So, I mean, I suppose we could. Oh, I keep forgetting it. It's not in there. So, but the thing is, so sure, we could use the green walls. But then the other person's looking at the back. I mean, that's not terrible. That's no worse than a cubicle wall. So it's an option. In the other room, it was just, I mean, things were just too tight. It did not seem feasible. Did I put this one too? Yeah, this one needs to be a little further up. So, It does work in here. It did not work in there. It just wasn't going to work. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but oh, and they want you to put in a couple of these reindeer lichen wall panel. So this one looks interesting. How many of these? It looks like 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's put 2 up of these. I guess I'll have to move that light or get rid of it. That's a lot of green. Okay, so is it just me? I mean, I love green. I absolutely love it, but it seems a little overwhelming. Oh, wait a minute. I thought there were multiple versions. Okay, I'm not getting them because I need to do this. Okay. I'm not sure. I think I have to move this over to the side. Make enough room. Well, at least you can get by. Never would have happened in the other room. Let's see. Oh no, I guess. Those may be uneven too, but I'm not going to torture anyone by having you guys watch me. Well, okay, do a little bit. I wonder if I have enough room for. Looks like it's going to be tight. Move that over a little. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to click on this. So, guess let's do this. And yeah, there's just enough room. I don't know. I feel like okay, that's not working for me. I think what I'm going to do at least is put some of the water wall things or whatever. At least in there because I feel like it's just really, really overwhelming. Base is two-tone gravel, single colored gravel. Not golden, but something a little warmer maybe. Cream. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I realize they don't have as much privacy, but your budget will run out soon. No, it won't. I feel like it's still, you still feel like you're in a jungle. Okay, so obviously I have to break these things up. It's so weird. They just like went crazy with this. Okay, I should move the light somewhere. I guess over here. And move another one of them over here. Oops. I think I need to move the light more. Too high. Not sure if there's room anywhere else because other side's all windows. I think it's still going to be too think it's still good. Is it just me? I mean, that's, I don't, I really do want to give these people their privacy, but I just, I mean, maybe because I'm looking at it, I was looking at it head on. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. So I'll do some fussing with the moving this stuff around later on. I don't know. I think that's one of those things I probably have to come back to and look at it. White wood, American elm. So that's the wood. Details, light brown. Sure. So cedar. That's, no, can't do that. White wood. White wood, that's a little, okay. I think it's, I don't think it's very sterile in here, so, to put it mildly. So I don't feel like I need to do some warm lines. Definitely not sterile in here. In fact, you kind of feel like you're in a garden all day. Except for the fact that you're breathing recirculated air that is basically what the person next to you also just breathed out. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I hate cubicle farms, but I think in some ways they're an improvement over not having those walls. So. So later, I think I'm going to be playing Animal Crossing New Horizons because a huge update came out. It actually came out last night, but I didn't see that till late. And so my son has been waiting for it, but I didn't tell him last night because he really needed to get to bed because he had to be in San Francisco at like 8 or 8:30 this morning or something. He's going to be doing some work at the Google headquarters for the company he works for. So, so I texted him, and told him, and he texted back this yo, like with 8 O's. And he also said that no one else was there and he had been just sitting there waiting. So it's like better to be early than late. So again, they're only asking for one door. Not really sure what to think about that, except that I assume is that the same one? Did I get to choose like a different color wood and I didn't know it? Oh, shoot. No, I didn't. So this one doesn't actually match. So that's going to drive me nuts. Oh, they won't let me sell it. Oh, man. So are we really only, we're not really only putting, we're not, okay. Obviously they made an error and there are supposed to be 2. Will it not let me? Yes, it will. So, wow. I don't really know what to say. I really don't know what to say, to be honest. So we're still getting this. So I think I'm going to do the bathroom and then I'll have to end the stream because I need to go back to work. But I don't know. I just don't know. I guess they're putting another break room at, presumably at this end, I think. I just, I guess you'll put the kitchen stuff here, and try not to block the stairwell. But anyway, I'm gonna also, obviously, is this one of the bathrooms? And then this is the other one. I'm obviously going to put some stuff on the walls of the hall once I finish it because, you know, it's pretty bland. Let's see. So this was kind of predictable. I am going to do it this way because it's a smaller room and that can get overwhelming. I don't know, I'd say 1 per wall. Oh, excuse me. I should have eaten more today. I did not have the opportunity. I have hypoglycemia, so if I don't eat often enough, then I start yawning. So I apologize for being rude and yawning. Does not indicate boredom, just low blood sugar. So that we're not selling. It looks fine. I did yesterday. I think it was in the fitness room for Jessica's Fabulous Mansion. So it wanted me, it was one of the requirements of the job. I had to put up 6 of those small, like halogen lights that are set in the ceiling. And I looked at them and I was like, I think this is the before lights, like the ones that are there when you get to a job that, you know, where there's a lot of stuff that's cruded up. I think they made a mistake and I couldn't find, I think I looked to see if there were some that looked clean and I couldn't find them, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. But either way, this was the ones they were telling you to get. So I put them up, but I was like, I'm going to revisit this at some point. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so my son said that, like, at Google and Facebook, I guess they let them, you know, even though they're not employees, they, like, let them eat in the, they're not employees of Google or Facebook. They let them eat in the cafeterias. I don't know if he did that when he was, oh, no, that's the first time he's been to Google. I forgot. He was at Nokia and Oracle last week. But this one's actually better because he didn't have to drive. He was able to take the BART. So, so since he didn't have to drive, then I assume he was able to just listen to music or play on his phone or do something else instead of having to pay attention to not steering his car into another one. So I guess that probably was a little less stressful. Okay, so I think one more pack of tiles, and that will be it for the wall. I'm wondering how many people are like getting impatient that I haven't answered their emails. It's funny because I literally have to, I have a mandated lunch break because I'm union, but all the people I work for their jobs are not union. So I think they forget that if I want to keep the HR person in our department from having a heart attack, I have to take my lunch. So I got to sell that. So, but I don't think they really even understand that. So it's like, yo, between 12 and 1, I'm not there. I'm not looking at email. And I work hard enough during the rest of the time, so, you know, that's the way it goes. So that's nice. Okay, so 2 sinks, 2 bathroom doors. Okay, I understand that. The LED stripes, I do not understand at all. And what is with the cabinets? For what? For like cleaning supplies or something? Oh God. What is with these colors? That is not brown coffee. Pastel rose, no, that doesn't work. Gray. None of these work in here except for white, and I don't like white. So what is going on with this? What is this little thing here? It says it's a cabinet. I mean, how weird is that? I don't understand what you would be able to do with that. I mean, okay, there you are, and I think I will actually do this. It looks like it should be hanging on the wall, but it doesn't hang on the wall. So I don't know. So sinks. Oh, good, I have a choice. I tend to like this one. It does not appear to have exactly the color I would like. That's nice. Well, maybe it doesn't go with the wall, does it? Yeah, I like it. Okay, that works. Maybe not perfectly, but I like the juxtaposition for some reason. And this room also, I'm going to need to do some decorating on because they've done the absolute minimum again, or having me do the absolute minimum. So yeah, let's put 6 LED stripes, but no rug. Okay, so we're putting another one of these in. I don't understand why, but I will do it. Okay. Bathroom door. I think I'd like a cooler color. This could be a problem. I could do white, I guess. I mean, I'm not incredibly excited about the idea. It's one of those things that drives me nuts where the colors are close but not close enough. So what I used a different one. I have to use that one in there. So I don't remember exactly which one that is, but I will try to match the color. Could have been this one, possibly. Frame cedar. Details, handle, cedar, cedar, cedar. Oh no, wait a minute, I want glass on that. And cedar. That looks like it might be a little darker than the one. Nope, looks like it's the same color. Okay, cool. Okay, so as far as they're concerned, other than the LED stripes, we're done, but I don't really understand this whole LED stripes thing. I just don't get it. I figured that I would put them up on the mirror, and I just did not know where else to put it. Looks like I can put it here. Then I still have two. So that's what is so confusing. Oh yeah, it's been another 25 minutes, so it's freezing up again. I mean, I think last time I put one above each doorway, you know, internally, not out in the hall, because I was like, well, I don't know, because okay, wait a minute, I can rotate, but will it be long enough? Let's see, shift. Okay, so I'm a moron. Actually, it doesn't exactly fit. Well, it doesn't cover the whole thing. Okay, so I'm a moron. So I'll have to go in that other bathroom and fix that one, because otherwise it'll bother me. I can't see because now the instructions are in the way. There. Yeah, I'm a moron. So there we go. So I'm gonna end the stream for now. Oh my God. So I want to thank anyone who was watching, and also obviously the people who are watching the VODs on Twitch and YouTube, which I am so amazed at. Really, honestly, I can't even tell you how amazed I am at how many people are watching them. So I really, really appreciate you guys, and I'm so thankful that people are enjoying it. So take care.